Hey guys, how's it going? Kyle at 123. As always, just call me Kyle. This time we're playing Domination on Liberation, one of the new content maps. And we're actually playing Ground War, so there's going to be a lot more people shooting at me, a lot more people to shoot at. Chances of me getting kill streaks are slim to none. So let's get right into it. We're going to talk about the Type 95 in this one. The Type 95 is a Chinese assault rifle. As you very well may know, the Chinese appear nowhere in Call of Duty. So, not sure why this gun even appears in the game, but I guess they had to find something to replace the FAMAS from Modern Warfare 2. Which, by the way, this is basically the FAMAS. As soon as you put rapid fire on it, it becomes the FAMAS from Modern Warfare 2 and becomes overkill. They have put patches out to reduce the power on it. So, I mean, but still, if you put rapid fire on it, you're still just putting more rounds down range, and the chances of you killing someone faster are still there. So, that's just a little tip for you guys. Another little spot I'm going to show you is right up here. If you haven't noticed it yet, not this one. Give it a second. Give it a second. Okay, I got to assist there. This. Nice cover to watch the bridge, if there's an objective point there, like in Search and Destroy maybe. But anyway, back to the rifle. So, the Type 95 is a Chinese assault rifle, like I was saying. It actually shoots... Hey, there's iSexy. Go get him, buddy. Anyway, like I was saying, it actually shoots a 5.8 millimeter round. When the Chinese were coming up with this round, they were trying to find something that was a little bit of a heavy hitter, but yet still lower than 6 millimeters for the bullet. So obviously they were phasing out their Type 81, which was basically an AK-47. It shot the 7.62x39 round, a little bit bigger. That is almost a full rifle round. It's still smaller than most high-powered rifles. I think actually the most common one for a lot of things is 7.62x54R for the Russians, and for the Americans, it's 308. For Germans, I think it's still the 8 millimeter Mauser. Although I could be wrong about that. They could be using the NATO 308. But anyway, back to the rifle. They were trying to make a heavier hitter, but still keep the same velocity and range that is with the smaller small arms rounds, like the 5.56 and the 5.45 Russian round. So obviously, as you guys could tell, it is a bullpup design, as you can see right there, which means the magazine loads in behind the trigger. That means the breech is behind the shooter's hand. The one thing that they did put on this gun was the safety mechanism is up too far. It actually causes problems where if the gun is unsafe, it makes it too hard for the shooter to reach up and switch it to fire in a fast, like, need-to-know, or not need-to-know, but an emergency situation. So that right there wasn't a good idea, but they had an upgraded G model, which did have a replaced safety mechanism. Also, 3-round burst wasn't added until the G model, so it's actually not in the original Type 97 or Type 95, excuse me. But the Type 95 also does have full auto capabilities. So that's one thing that Call of Duty always seems to do is guns that seem to be a little bit more powerful, they either make a 3-round burst or they make it so that it has a lower rate of fire because it does more damage. You know, guns like the ACR and stuff like that, they have a higher rate of fire but do less damage. Same with the FAD. So another feature about this gun is obviously it kind of looks like the FAMAS. Like I was saying, they kind of replaced the FAMAS with this gun, which didn't make any sense because of all the games to have the FAMAS in. This would have been it since the GIGN's in here. But again, it's Call of Duty. They can do whatever they want with their game, and people are still going to play it. One thing to know about this gun is the Picatinny rails were not in the original model. I'm not even sure if they were in the G model because it's very similar to the original design of the M16, where the charging handle, or not charging handle, but the carrying handle, there's iSexy again. The carrying handle is actually part of the gun. It's not removable. So in that sense, there was probably some kind of screw hole or something to that effect where they would mount their floor power scope, which is, from what I understand, they're the only site that they had developed for it in 1995 when it came out. Hence the model number Type 95. Another thing about the name, the actual name is QBZ-95, and obviously there's a light machine gun variant and a submachine gun variant, and I can't even really call it a submachine gun because it doesn't shoot a pistol round. It's just a carbine. It still shoots the same 5.8 round. Also, the light machine gun, it's not a light machine gun in a true sense because it doesn't shoot a heavier rifle round. It shoots the same 5.8, which makes it very easy and very much more soldier friendly. So, you know, that's definitely one bonus. Actually, if you guys go online and look it up, you can find pictures of the PLA, People's Liberation Army of China, their version of the Marines and our Marines, just trying out the rifle, because we are in the process of phasing out the. Well, I shouldn't say we're in the process of phasing it out, but for the last couple of years, the military, the United States military, has been looking for a replacement to the Colt M4 due to just some of the different issues with it, like jamming, magazine feed, stuff like that. So they're trying to find a more reliable rifle, and obviously some Marines were sent out to China to test it out and see how they liked it. Not to say that it won the bid, but it didn't. So that's that, and we're not going to be shooting Chinese guns anytime soon. However, if you really, really want to buy one yourself, from what I understand, the Type 97 or QBZ-97A was released as a sporterized rifle, semi-automatic rifle. It does not shoot the 5.8 round because obviously that would be a little harder to find. But to accommodate NATO and accommodate most civilian shooters, the 97 actually shoots the 5.56 by 45 NATO or the 223 Remington. With either one they're basically the same round. There are some out there for civilian sale. If you want to find one, you know, start looking. I'm sure they're pretty pricey. Maybe talk to FPS Russia. I know he probably has the money that he'd be able to at least rent one or something to that effect. So if you guys wanted to see that, maybe, you know, send him some messages or something, and maybe he can find one and pick one up and show it in a video. I personally will not be able to find one, as I do not have the means or the money for the expenditure, I guess you could say. Anyway, so personally, I like the Type 95 in this game. Again, like I said, I feel like it just replaced the FAMAS. So as a rating, I would probably have to give it a B-, only for the simple fact that it's unoriginal. You know, if I was grading it just on the rifle alone, I'd probably have to give it an A. The 5.8 round obviously does a little more damage than the 5.56. It's a little bit bigger, so definitely some more stopping power there. And but I definitely suggest it if you can get rapid fire for the gun. If you could take the time to get rapid fire, get away from the iron sights. I didn't like those, and use it there. So there you go, guys. I got to play with iSexy in this game. I hope you liked the video. I hope you like all my videos. As always, like the video, favorite the video. Hey, like because iSexy was in here. As always, guys, thank you, and I will see you guys on the battlefield.